video and then this fucking thing ain't working again. So usually I'll nail these in first, but I didn't. So it's gonna have to be this way. Unfortunately, I think these are long. We'll see. Okay. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. So, just want to make sure these are. I hate to use a level, but these doors are so crooked and twisted and blah 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 blah. That's gonna need. There's the wrong one. The wrong thing. What do we got here? Shimmalai, shimmalai, shimmalai. And we'll just use the shim on here. It really aches my bones to know that I've had to turn down work already this year. It really sucks a lot, actually. Now, some people might say, well, why are you putting that to one side all the way like that? And to those people, I say because I can. Because I motherfucking can, okay? I took all these shims off in 2010 off the job, and I had 4 big boxes of them. Sometimes these store-bought 2x4s twist, even over time after you put them in, like this one is doing. I'm going to show you really quick. And this wreaks havoc on your doors as well. People put doors in and then they're like, well, why is it binding like that? Well, because it's not square to whatever you're putting it in. See that right there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the difference with a shim. I'm going to raise it up a little bit and that'll be that. But it makes a difference in the long run. What's up, Rude? I'm feeling like straight shit, but I gotta get this stuff done. And I did forget to get the goddamn doorknobs. And I love screws on stuff like this because it makes it easier to adjust down the road. Okay. that, I'm gonna show you this when I'm done. I'm gonna show you all of them. Oh, they use fucking staples. God damn it, that pisses me off. Not only that, these doors should be made a little bit bigger. They should be made a little bit wider at the jamb. I don't know why the fuck they don't. These are what? 5.5 exactly. What did I say? 4.5 exactly. So we're missing an 1/8 inch because usually a 2x4 is 3 5/8 mostly. So that 1/8 inch discrepancy, I'm gonna have to beat down the trim or something to get it sit. And if this was hardwood, well then you'd be having to try to make all your gaps look good too, you know? This is just ugly. Okay, cut these off quick. That door actually took me about 10 minutes. Believe it or not, that's how it's supposed to go. It ain't been going that way though. I'll tell you that. That's how it's supposed to go. Door danger on here, and for this one I'll probably just put it on the wall. It's gonna be a towel hanger behind there too, but that's good enough. Good enough, good enough. I'd rather cut these with a multi-tool than smack them off there, but for a painted job, everybody knows if it ain't right, fill it with caulk and paint it white. You know what I mean? Kind of sad. Alright, we're going to do this one next. Oh, sweating like a dog, sweating like a dog. So the next thing I do, when I put the handle in, I can see that this piece right here is crooked. Either that or the door is warped. We got 2 7/8 light. Down here we got no, it's not too bad. Yeah, so that's a little bit off. But what you do is you close your door, you get a piece of wood, and you knock this tight. Like right here, it's bowed. Let me show you some more about this piece of junk. Piece of junk doors. What's up, Uncle Andy? So normally you would fit these in symmetrically, but I know all my jambs are perfectly straight, so I'm just running with it. And if I have to adjust the door this way to get my top reveal, I will. But look at these doors. Look at that's already broke off because it was too tight. You know, this is the quality you get for these piece of garbages. Put my 2 screws in, look at it, it's all mucked up from something. Need to be fully painted and everything else. But I just make sure my reveal is nice, you know. That's the biggest thing on a door, is just make sure your reveals are good. This is a little tight down here at the bottom, but when I put the trim on, I can adjust that. Or I could just not even give a damn because nobody's ever gonna look at that, you know. But for $125, what are you gonna, you know, it's cheap stuff. Cheap stuff is cheap stuff. Let's do this one real quick. So this is gonna be the left swing. And we got a carpet roll here. I need to get my carpet kicker, but I'm not worried about it. It's a rental, guys. It's a rental. You know? I'm not worried about all this shit. Alright, left swing. Same as the first. Pull the garbage off it. That off. And then the staples in the top of the door, I go ahead and pound them because they're usually loose or not in all the way. Go ahead and pop this off. Staples in. We got some screws for no reason at all on this side, but I'm just going to leave them in there for now. Oh no. This is a right swing. What am I doing? This is a right swing door, guys. We don't want a right swing door. Oh, so which one of these need a right swing? This one. This one needs a right swing. Alright. Well, we're set up to do that one next then. What the fuck is going on here? Here's the left swing. Here's the left swing. Back to town anyway because I forgot that I need a new diamond hole saw to cut the hole for the gas line in the stove. Like a dummy. I had one. They're quite expensive. They're like $40 for the kind that I buy. Well, I don't know what happened to it, but it's somewhere. Cheap doors. Cheap doors. Holy fuck. I hate leaning stuff up against walls. These come with all these weird screws in them. I've never seen that before. You could go ahead and leave that in there until you install the door, I guess, but you'd be stuck on one side or the other. Alright. That side decent? No? Of course not. Alright. Let's do that. So what do we got here? We'll push it all the way to one side. We measure. We got 1 inch. So I'm going to cut 6 half-inch strips downstairs. I'll bring you with me, and I'll show you how I do this. Like here, I cut them off, and then brought them up here. We need 6, and actually we could probably do 12 of them. We'll just cut 12 half-inch strips. A lot of times on a job that's fresh, you have half-inch OSB and stuff laying all around. I use that. It's just shims for the doors, you know. But I have this laying here, so we'll utilize that. Let's see, what is this? Just over half-inch. We don't want it all the way, so we're going to go half-inch. We got 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We need some more though. I don't like this very much. There we go. Got that, I got that. Now we're going upstairs. I gotta start that here eventually. I'm gonna do my best to stay focused today. We're gonna get these doors on, and then I think we're gonna go snag that water heater out the basement. That way we can get the hot water on, and then, depending on what time it is, I'll go get a thingamadoohickey. Alright. Ah, shit. Of course I don't have any. And normally I would just hit it with my nail gun and be done. But we're not doing that here. We are not doing that. Okay? We're gonna put these where we want them. Oh, the marble on 2 weeks. I knew it, that's why I cut them down. But we're gonna go just above the hinge. Okay. And these ones, same thing but different. Oh, that one's long here. This one right by the hinge. Alright, now we'll shut this off. And then slide this back where it needs to go. Now you could really use any screws to do this, I suppose, but I don't. Dizzy. See, that's why I pre-drilled and I didn't. Fucker. God damn it. Okay. Let's get you on. This one's a little tight, but we don't mind. Let's put this in for now. Yeah, I don't know why that's not tight. Thing. Normally I'll have a straight edge of some sort that I'll just put on the wall like this, tap it. See, I like to pre-drill this only because it's this cheap paint or whatever they do to these, it'll chip off in a huge layer. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and put these screws in and see how close it is, first of all. Because it seemed like it was actually really decent. But sometimes you get lucky. You know? See, it did it again. I'll show you here in a second what the fuck I'm talking about. Fucking pathetic, really. anytime I'm gonna have a disturbance on a door, I'll put the main focal point, I'll focus on the most. Just like putting siding on a house, you know. You want to put most of your fucked up stuff on a place that ain't gonna be looked at the most. Like the old lady's ass, you know. I'm just gonna wing this and see what it looks like just by throwing screws in it. Not what I would normally do, but let's see what it does. All right, that's not too bad actually. We got a little there, but that could be loose hinges. This is what it looks like if you just nail it up and leave it, which is how most rental properties are. So I just put a shim in there, screwed 6 spots, and that was it. Now, we shut the door, and you should have your shims near or next to or on the hinge. I didn't do that because we're gonna adjust it there. As you can see, I got a bigger gap about the size of the whole, the trim there, and it goes to nothing. And then the top is bigger and it goes to a little bit smaller. So this whole door has to go up, or yeah, it's got to go that way at the top, which will bring that gap smaller. What's up, Uncle Larry? So we will adjust accordingly. Let's see here. A lot of times, if you got a weird, like right here is really tight, if you suck it in at this hinge, it'll take care of all of that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put a screw right here and suck that in a little bit. So let's see what happens. Oh. No trickery, no trickery. Breathing like a caveman. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I'll put a little hole right here, right below the hinge. And then we'll take this screw. Ooh, not that screw. That's different kind. So we're gonna watch how much it takes. Overdid it to sink that in because there's nothing holding it. Now, okay, I made that top perfect. It made the top of the threshold perfect, and it almost looks like it made this whole seam perfect too, just by that one screw right below that hinge. Isn't that something? And actually, man, I could probably go a little bit more. We could put a shim in here just to hold that a little bit. So let's see what we got here. About a 1/2 inch, but don't take me down. This is where it's harder with one guy, because what you do is you stick a long shim in like this. Let's see, where was it? Long shim like this, and then this shim like that. That one's too big. You bastard. Ooh, maybe this one will work. Let's try it this way. And this one actually could go out a little bit right there, and that one down there could actually go out a little bit there. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Should we even worry about it? Probably not. I noticed these ones though are really screwy. I think we're not gonna mess with it. I think we're gonna call it good because if we start messing around, and that's pretty goddamn close for what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. That one screw straightened it all right up, and a little bit of shim there. But that's because I put that screw there with no backing, you know? So, this is it. Do what? We're gonna call it good. Fuck! And I'm just gonna put a nail through this shim, which is much better. I'm gonna show you what happens. But I don't like using nails because they move, and then next thing you know, your door's off in a freaking 3 months. But look at this. This is where I just shot that little 18 gauger. And this is a pre-drill, and this is a not pre-drill. Look at how it busted that all the way around. And these doors are shit anyway. Look at that factory. That's because this edge is hitting on there. And look at my little nail. And look at their factory. Just trash, man. You know, it's just trash. But we're going to call that good. Fuck it. That was pretty lucky, actually. That won't happen again. Love it. All right, let's snap that off and move on to the next one. That was pretty freaking lucky, I do say so myself. Then we got to figure out what kind of trim we're going to actually use. It's probably just going to be pine. Probably just going to be pine. It's going to be pine. Mama, I just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. And that's why I don't use a goddamn level 90% of the time. Because all you're looking for is that reveal anyway. What's the point? You know? If you know, then you know, you know. And we always, as carpenters, we want to try to grab everything in one trip instead of making 3. Because it helps our mental state. Helps us stay mental. Oh! These freaking screws are diabolical. Somebody was trying to save $2 by spending 3. I don't even get that part of the equation, really. You don't have to worry about taking all this little shit off there either. Maybe just paper. But you got a gap on both sides of your doors if it's done right, so. And usually on interior, all my interior walls are insulated for now, soundproofing, because it's an open, what do they call that? Open floor plan. So, alright. This one, yes, this one, let's see how it fits first of all. It's tight because I did that damn tie. Alright. stupid things sticking up. Alright, just need a measurement here anyway. We can cut our blocks. Oh, look at that. The whole top of the door is janked. Alright, so I just need a measurement here. So we got inch and an eighth. Inch and an eighth, so these will work. But we'll run it, see more. Got enough nails for this or what? You know, if you really, you should, after you nail the box on, you should hit it with a level just to double check, or you'll be chasing your table around for absurd amounts of time. But I do know that these are perfectly plumb. Okay, I take that back. Why did that one off? It was off by an eighth. What? Mama's saying. That's okay though. We can deal. Let's throw these bad boys on this side. It's a little bit longer than I want them to be. Let's cut them off with the multi-tool. Alright. So that these fucking hinges are not square either. I hate this cheap leather shit. Fingers. Little close for comfort here on the fit. Bastard. Okay, I cheated. I'm gonna cheat again, actually. Quit fucking cheating, sir. Whoops. Said I don't want to do that till we try it. I think we're gonna stay fucking running. See, this is what happens. I'll get lucky like this, but if I try, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Every night and every day. You know. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't know what happened, but I'm getting lucky here. And that one just needs to go out a little bit. some fucked up reason. I got lucky, guys. I don't know what happened really. And I'm using my nail gun like I said I don't like to do because I'm getting tired fast. Let's see here. Let me look inside. You know. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Leave that young thing alone. Alright. That's craziness right there. I gotta admit, I'm not mad about it though. Something gotta go right one time here. Now I'm gonna fall down the stairs probably. Alright, what's next? Let's check. I gotta tighten these up because they're all jammed. If these doors make it a year or so, I'll be happy. Freaks me out to even tighten these. But you gotta, because everything is goofy on these doors. That door downstairs, the whole frickin' hinge system was off because whoever put it in the jig, I don't know if you can see this, but they're loose. See how these are loose right here? I'll show you here in a second if we can get this thing to act right. Completely loose. That will throw your door off too. So you gotta make sure all this shit is tight. That one's not even tight to the hinge spot. That one's overdone. And it's just a litany of bullshit, you know? That's what happens. Now we'll check this. You guys saw how I put it in. I didn't take no extra time or nothing. And look how it looks. It's not fucking bad, and it don't rub nowhere. So we might just run it. I should have put this switch on this side and had this door open to the left, but I didn't. So it is what it is. It is what it is. That's it. We got all the doors in except for that one over there. So we're gonna do that next. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and slap these outlet covers and stuff on them. Nope, we're not. We'll do all of them at the same time. I'm looking for that. Let's get this steel door on. We need a fire door. And then, so this fire door here is a 32 inch, I believe. Let's start jerking shit off. Dude, it's gonna be one of them days, eh? This can go in the bedroom. I know. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. problem. So we need 4.5, 4 5/8-ish. We'll show you guys the problem we got now. And it's a good one. Is this thing off? I always make sure that's off. Damn it. Well, that might be the end of that one. Whew. Listen to myself breathe. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Well, that's squeaking. Did I not glue those for some reason? We're supposed to be temporary too. So I gotta come up with a solution for this. Now, I think I paid $25 for that fire door a long time ago, and I just threw it in there because with the block, it works out to have a thicker jamb. This jamb is meant for a 2x6 wall. We got 2x4 walls upstairs. So I got two options. I take this jamb and I cut it down, or you see where it's extended right there? I could just cut out of the middle. Then I gotta cut that bottom threshold as well. Actually, that doesn't really matter. That can stick out on the floor. 6 1/2 dozen in the other here. This is what happens when you try to just use what you have around the house. Let me take a piss about it. And that door looks good here. When I go around the outside and I see this new door that I put in here, it freaks me out at first because I'm not used to seeing a big shiny door out there. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna have to cut that down, or I just put it in there temporarily and say, what the hell, fuck it. I could do that too. I left the sticker on this thing all these years. I wonder if that'll, oh, nope. That is not gonna come off for the shit. That'd be a good job for them, maybe. Spray foam on it. So if I just slap it in there, that'll be sticking out a little bit from the other side. I should measure and see exactly. Let's see. Oh, that's a 33.5, or an odd freaking number. It's a 32-inch door. We actually need a 32-inch door, actually a 34-inch door for upstairs for that other bedroom. Maybe I'll run to town and get those. So for this door, I don't know what happened, but I made it a 36-inch opening, and that sucks. 36.5. I don't know why I did that, but right there it says 34 right swing. So we need a 34-inch right swing and a 36-inch right swing right here. Let's measure that just to be sure. And I don't know why, because I never, 38.5. I never ever put anything other than 36-inch doors in my buildings. I don't know why you would, really. Ah, shit. So a 36 and a 34, both right swing. I need a hole saw to cut through this tile to get down there. I need one of these. And I wonder if that works even. Oh, it's not even plugged in. God damn it. I need a rotisserie thing that goes in here. We don't got one. How are these 17 different sizes? I just don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna go for today. I gotta run to town and get some more stuff. So if I come on, maybe we'll do those shelving brackets or something. We'll see. I'll be back in